it's arrived! The yarn from Europe, which I'm very excited about. I normally unbox everything here, but my pearl cardigan is drying. It's still super wet. So let's go unbox this on the couch. Unfortunately, the couch is also being taken by the cat. So I will try to unbox it here. The face he's making is so funny. I think he's just smelling all the smells from Europe right now. Hey, you need to get your paw off because I won't be able to open it. Yeah, you open this one. Open the flap. Open it. Go for it. Open it. Here, look. Good boy. Good boy. Let's see. Wow. Beautiful. Thoughts? No thoughts? Okay. It's from Rerum Natura. And I bought it straight from the website because we got a 15% discount on the yarn for doing the test knit. So just full disclosure, I got a discount on this yarn. But to be very honest, I think it was about the same price as if I were to purchase it from Knitting Loft. Knitting Loft actually has everything at a really fair price because I have to pay for shipping anyway. So yeah, this ended up being quite expensive. First of all, we have this yarn right here. It's the Candide. I got this in the color Citronnade, and it is this muted mustardy yellow, I would say. And then we have this one, which is the mohair. I guess this is called Bérénice. I do not know French. I know I took French all up until grade 11 or something, but I do not remember any French. Oh, there he goes with the mohair. Wilfred is obsessed with mohair. Where are we going with that, Wilfred? Oh my god. Yep, there he goes. Okay, thank you. Just from first feeling, this mohair is thicker than what I'm used to. And it doesn't feel as scratchy. The makeup is 55% super kid mohair and then 25% silk, 20% wool. Because I feel like the lace detailing on the Flocon sweater kind of reminds me of honeycomb, I was very drawn to the yellow to make like more of a honeycomb look. And also spring is coming and I just really like brighter colors right now. So these two together should be a nice pairing for the sweater. This is like my third real day of knitting this, and I just joined the neck and I'm very excited about that. Once I knit a little bit more, I'll be able to join the body, and hopefully I can do that before I sleep tonight. It's really surprising me how fast it is to knit this up. Can I help you? He's waiting for his dinner, even though it's nowhere near his dinner time yet. He just wants to eat. I screwed up at the stitch, can you tell? That mohair is being hooked on to the row above when it should be down here. But I'm too far down, I can't fix it now. Like, look how much I've done already. And the mistake is here. Do I undo it and then fix it, or do I just leave it? I don't even know if I want to ladder down. I think I might just leave it. This will make it uniquely mine. You should check your work every now and then. I don't know if you can tell, but I tried to pull out the bottom stitch a little bit more, and now you can't even see the mohair. It's like I didn't make the mistake at all. I think it's okay. And when I block it, I think the yarn might kind of fluff up a little bit, and it'll probably hide it a little bit better. Actually, being a perfectionist is not a good trait. This will be my Attack on Titan sweater, because all I'm gonna think about is Attack on Titan. Yes. Have like associations with each sweater. This is classic cat behavior. The whole couch is free. Look, there's spot here, there's spots here. Don't mind the clutter, but there's spots here. Actually, this whole section is open. But you decide to sit on what I'm knitting? Hey, I'm talking to you. Look over here. Wilfred, we're having a discussion here. Why are you on my knit? Why are you on my knit? Does it feel good or something? What's with cat and yarn? Seriously. These are the yarn that I'm using to knit this up, and just look how beautiful it knits together. It creates this lighter yellow, which I think is perfect for spring. It's actually kind of giving pastel yellow. It reminds me of Easter, to be honest with you. It's actually exactly what I wanted for the sweater, so I'm very, very happy about it. I did size up to size 6mm needle, so I'm a little worried that the fabric is not as thick. Like, it's a little bit more, how do I explain this, sparse, but hopefully when I block it, it'll kind of fluff up. So actually, let's go look at our swatch. This is the swatch that I knit with 5.5mm. I guess you can still kind of see the little sparseness between the knits, so perhaps it won't fill it up, but from far away you don't really notice, so maybe it's okay. I've been knitting quite a bit today, and I'm still working on the front yoke. This actually took me much longer than I had expected. I know it's just stock knit, but for some reason it just took me so long. I still have a few centimeters to go. So I'll be working on this for the rest of the night, and I really, really want to join for the body tonight. Hopefully I can work on that and maybe pick up stitches for the sleeves, so yeah, we'll see. For our break, we are gonna eat some Domino's pan pizza. And Wilfred's already guarding it for us, I guess. Of course, we have the garlic flavored dip. These are wings. I don't eat wings, but I'll share with you guys. Oh, these look good. Delish. So there's that. And then for the star, we have the pan pizza! If you guys eat Domino's, you'll know that pan pizza from them is the best. I've had pan pizza from Pizza Hut before, and it just does not compare. I'm like trying to hold him back right now. The Domino's pan pizza is the best, I'm telling you right now. This is the 6 cheese, and it's honestly my favorite. I love it so much. So let's eat and then continue with that. The tip is going. Okay, I decided to put it on because I really could not imagine this fitting me. The armholes are super long. I knit this according to the pattern completely. The pattern goes by centimeters or inches of like how long each section should be. And I was just a little bit worried that this would be too large because look at the armhole. It's so big. I don't know why it's so big actually. Okay, I need to look at the picture that she has, and if I'm still concerned, then I might just, well, I might just email her anyway, just to see why this is sitting like this on me. I wonder if I knit the front piece too long. I was worried about that in the beginning too. Alright, it's getting late, so I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you guys tomorrow. Here's my progress so far. The armhole still looks really large to me, but I think it should be okay. Hey. He's throwing a tantrum because he wants to go to bed. No, correction. He wants me to go to bed with him. It happens.
It was their own mother, Jolly. She screamed into the phone, "Do not eat anything under any circumstances. There might be cyanide in your house. Your mother might try to kill you."
I finally picked up all the stitches. It is a promising amount of stitches where it really shrinks the armhole. My only concern is that it's gonna cause like a rippling along the front because I have so many more stitches than what I feel like the pattern expects me to have. So I'm really worried that it's going to look really weird in the front, but I'm just gonna knit a couple of rows and see how it goes. Hopefully it's okay. But yeah, I am really shrinking down the armhole and I don't want it to look kind of like puckered like this. So we'll see. I'm gonna start knitting this now and I'll come back to you guys in like 3 rows or so, maybe a little bit more, just so we can get an idea of how the sleeve is going to look.
By the entrance of this place a bunch of times and it just looks so cool but also kind of scary. I've always thought it was a club, but apparently it's a whole izakaya restaurant. I'm starving.
He's just sitting here like this, staring at me. Is there something you want? Wilfred? Is there something you want? Why are you staring at me? It is time for a little try on and a progress check. Hopefully I can put this on without losing any stitches. I'm a little bit concerned because this looks like a chef's hat. Like, guys, does it not look like a chef's hat right now? It looks a little silly. And the way I picked up the stitches, it looks really weird. I feel like I picked up too little stitches even though I followed the pattern. I just think my body is bigger than what she has, so then when I pick up the same amount of stitches, it just puckers a lot and it looks really weird. I also feel like there's a lot more room in the front than the back. I don't know, it's sitting on me a little bit weird. Not exactly how I like my sleeves to look, and I think it has to do with the fact that my armhole is so big. There's something going on with the front piece. I feel like I read the pattern wrong. Let me check the pattern. I read the pattern wrong. This is my fault. Oh my god, I knit this way too long. I had my doubts in the beginning. I guess it didn't occur to me because I read the pattern over and over again and I didn't realize that I was understanding it wrong. So this is my fault, not the pattern's fault. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to frog so much. I need to frog my sleeves and I need to frog the body and redo the front yoke. This is like hours of work, you guys. I need to frog like at least a third of what I've done so far, so wish me luck. Do you guys have at least one huge frogging per project? Is this normal? It's normal for me. I just wonder if it's common to you guys too. Or is it just me because I never read anything properly and I never follow instructions properly? This is so bad. I just measured it and I knit this much more than I should have. What the heck? It's been like an hour since we last talked and I frogged everything. So I frogged the sleeves, just one sleeve actually, and I frogged the body, and I frogged a lot of the front yoke. You guys can tell now everything looks way more normal. Like my armhole looks way better. This is a way more reasonable length. And another thing is, now that I frogged so much and I need to redo it anyway, I kind of want to redo the collar. Reason being, I upsized the body needle up to 6mm, but I didn't go up a size on the needle up here. The collar is really tight on me, so I might frog and redo the collar as well.
This is when I was planning on my music coming out in 2 months. Little did I know it was going to be 2 years. In the comments under this one was a yikes.
It's finally sunny. I've been waiting for the sun to come out for so long. I'm so happy. What about you, Wilfred? Are you happy about the sun? Do you care about the sun? Oh, squirrel. I just came back from a knitting date with my friend. We went to a cafe to knit. It was so much fun, and honestly we were so productive. You know how I frogged this? I was actually able to catch up back to where I was before I had frogged it. So I used up the ball of yarn and finished part of the body. So you can see the rich slip stitch here and it looks really nice. The armholes look way more promising. I even picked up stitches for the sleeves. So you can see I'm starting on the German short row right here. And I think everything looks way more in line with what it's actually supposed to look like. It no longer looks like a chef's hat, which is really great. That looks normal. Nothing's being stretched. It looks really good. I'm very happy with where I am right now. I feel so much better about it. Like before I was able to stick my arm in here. Now I'm not, which is exactly what should be happening. If I had just done this correctly the first time, I would have been like halfway down the sleeves or maybe even done one sleeve. So if I did not screw up, I think this would have been a fast knit. But because I did screw up, it's taking me a little bit longer, but it's okay. I think I can still meet deadlines. So yeah, I have about 2 weeks left. So in 2 weeks I have to knit both sleeves and also the rest of the body, but I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I don't think this will take me too long. So this is a try-on of the sweater. Before I finish off the sleeve, I just have a few more rows to do and also some decreases before I do the cuff. And the body I've kind of put on pause right now until I finish both sleeves. And I just have to say, this yarn is so soft and I don't feel it itching me at all. Like you can see that I'm not wearing anything underneath. I have no issues with this. It doesn't itch or irritate me at all. So I think it's also the fact that this mohair is a lot softer, whereas when I use like knitting for olive or like tin silk mohair, they tend to really irritate me, but this one feels really good and I have no problem. It's been a couple of days and I've just been really busy with life and everything, so I haven't really provided an update, but I have been knitting my sleeves. The body's still not done. The left sleeve is done, so if I bring this down a little bit, this is what it looks like so far, but I think after I block it, it will be a little bit longer because right now it does look a tiny bit shorter than I would like. So this is like bracelet length, but it's a little bit too short for me. I think if I block it, it'll relax my shoulders, and then it'll add some length to the sleeves and make it a tiny bit longer. I've just been knitting on the train, so I haven't been knitting too much just because I've been really busy with work, so I haven't knit that much after work. So this is purely from knitting on the train. The sweater is due on April 22nd. Today is April 13th, so I have like 9 days left to work on this. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I just gotta finish this by tomorrow, and then I have like the rest of the time to finish the body and block it. I think it's doable. And another thing is everything looks nice, but it feels weird. Like the shoulder area right here feels a little bit weird, and I think it has to do with what my collar is doing. It just feels really tight and like it's pulling backwards. So I definitely feel like for me to wear this comfortably, I need to redo the collar. Also, I don't really have any plans this weekend. I actually did everything I had to do this morning. I had to change the tires on my car, so I already got all my errands done. The rest of the weekend is just knitting, so yeah. Okay, so let's say I make $100, okay?
Yeah.
Then half of my capital gain is taxable, so $50 is taxable.
Yes.
I get taxed at my income. Guys, look at my needle. The wire has finally broken from just wear. The wire actually breaks really easily on these needles, but I mean, they're pretty cheap to buy replacements for, so it doesn't really bother me that much. So I can just stock up on the replacements and it should be okay. But yeah, it's kind of annoying how it does break and it does this, because look at this. Oh my god, it's like 90 degrees. I'm gonna have to switch this one out. Also, I forgot to mention earlier that there's like a loop that I found on my left sleeve because I completely left this mohair out of one of the stitches. So I'm just gonna try to kind of loop it back the other way, and hopefully it won't be noticeable and it won't keep sneaking back out. But yeah, I did leave a little loop here. I wish I caught it earlier, but it's too late to fix it now because I've already binded it off. Okay, I'm gonna try to loop this back the other way because I can't fix it now. Just gonna bring it over and hope that it doesn't come back out. Okay, well, I don't know. Does it look okay? Fixed, I guess.
何をどうすればいいかわかるんだ。その瞬間が俺にもあった。けど、まだじいちゃんみたいにうまくいかなくてさ。じいちゃん何年やってると思ってんだ。
Oh, it worked! Good boy. I just got off of work and I am working on the body of this now. I'm about to start Queen of Tears, which I heard a lot of great things about. I've been looking for something new to watch. It's just been really hard for me to find something I want to watch recently for some reason, so hopefully this is good. So I just finished the body up until right before I have to do the ribbing. So this is the length of it so far, which I think is a pretty good length, and it's gonna be a little bit longer once I block it. Hopefully the sleeves will be too, because it looks really silly right now. So okay, let's work on the ribbing. The whole sweater is done. I wore it inside out just so you could see how many ends I have to weave in. I haven't weaved any in yet because, I don't know, I've been lazy this time around. Usually I weave it in as I go, but yep, haven't weaved any in yet. This is crazy. It's gonna be a long night for me. Oh god! And now Wilfer's trying to attack the ends. Okay, yeah, I've got a lot to do. And I have to redo the collar as well. Let me wear it the other way so you can see what the sweater looks like. Okay, this is what the sweater looks like before changing up the collar. It's pretty late right now. It's like 3 a.m. but I just finished the sweater. I'm going to try it on for you guys. Before I block it, I redid the collar, which feels so much better now. And I think the fit before blocking is pretty good actually. It's not too tight or anything. The sleeves are very short. I do see that. The length is okay. Everything feels fairly good. And this is what it looks like at the back. I'm gonna go block this because I'm freaking tired and I want to go to bed. You want to see if I did it right? You might be.
I think the comfortable amount
It is the next morning now, and this area is not dry, but the stockinette feels pretty dry. I would say it's like 80%, but this would probably be like 55, 60%. Why am I so precise? Like, how do I even come up with these numbers? But yeah, I think it needs a couple more hours, if not another day. I did put this dehumidifier here in hopes to dry out the area. I think I was a little bit too hopeful. I was actually hoping that it would dry overnight, but it didn't. Guys, I'm so freaking tired. I slept at 4 last night and I don't remember the last time I slept at 4. I have a huge headache from it. I definitely feel like this is aging because I never used to be like this. Anyway, I'm gonna continue waiting for this to dry. I'll probably start on my next test knit, which will be another video coming soon. It's the Marie skirt and I chose some really pretty colors for it. I'm very excited for that, so I'll probably work on that while I wait for this to dry. I'll check back in when it's actually done. After 2 days of drying, it's finally done. Today's Sunday morning and it's completely dried. I think it dried overnight, so let's go try it on. I'm actually super happy with how this turned out. I was a little bit worried, I'm not going to lie, about the sleeves because they were so short, but I had a little bit of faith that the drop shoulder would drop low enough for it to be comfortable, and I really didn't like how it was pulling at my neck at the back. Just with how this is joined, I feel like before I blocked it, it was giving a lot of tugging in the front, but now that it's blocked, it feels so much more comfortable and I don't really feel that sensation anymore, and I feel like it feels like a normal sweater, whereas before I felt like I was being pulled backwards. I really feel like the blocking solved a lot of the problems. One thing I will say though is before I had blocked it, I was telling you guys how smooth and soft it was and I was not itchy, or it did not feel itchy on my arms at all. Now that it's blocked, I feel like the mohair is very mohairing, as in I can feel the mohair against my skin a lot more now, which is interesting because I thought most of the time after blocking things would feel a little bit softer and nicer to wear, but for this I definitely feel like it's a little bit more itchy, and personally speaking, I would not wear this out in warm weather. I'm wearing it against my skin right now with like nothing underneath. It feels okay. Today's like a little bit colder. I don't know if you guys like have the same feeling, but if it's colder, I feel like I can endure itchier sweaters, but if it's like hot and warm and the sun's out and you start like sweating a little bit, like everything just gets like 10 billion times itchier. So I don't think I can wear this when it's warm, or at least I would have to wear like an undershirt on my arms. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. This was my first time knitting with this brand yarns. I've never used this brand before and it was a really great experience, and I'm really happy that I get to try new brands and new yarn and kind of just expand my knowledge in that sense. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys like these types of knit vlogs, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to have more regular updates from me, then I would highly suggest you follow me on Instagram. I update a lot more on there and more frequently as well. So if you're interested, definitely go follow my Instagram. I'll have more knit vlogs coming soon, so just stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!